What would you do if you woke up at 3 a.m. in a locked cabin, completely alone, and heard ragged breathing right beside your pillow, so close you could feel its chill? I'm Mr.QV, the soul of Mr.QV Horror, and I took on a solo challenge in a rotting cabin deep in Widow's Hollow, a Vermont forest cursed by blood and secrets. I thought I could face the dark for my channel, prove the ghost stories were fake, but something was in that room with me, something that knew my name, and it's followed me home. If you're ready for a true horror story that'll make you afraid to sleep, smash that like button and subscribe to Mr.QV Horror. This one's part of our Whispers by the Campfire Season of Fear series, and it's gonna haunt your every night. Before we sink into the terror, let me tell you about Mr.QV Horror. I'm Mr.QV, a Vietnamese storyteller hooked on the paranormal, chasing the darkest mysteries from Vietnam's haunted jungles to America's cursed forests. This channel is your gateway to real-life horror raw, unfiltered stories, chilling footage, and moments that'll claw at your soul. From Mada slinking by rivers to shadow creatures in the trees, I'm here to make your heart pound and your dreams restless. If you crave spooky tales, hit that subscribe button and join our horror squad. We drop new terrors every week. And this Whispers by the Campfire series is our darkest yet. I'm Mr.QV, born in a small Vietnamese village where my grandma's tales of ma chou, wild spirits that steal lost travelers, kept me awake. I was the skeptic, sneaking into the jungle to debunk those myths. And that fire became Mr.QV Horror, my YouTube channel where I chase thrills for you. Back home, my videos, travel vlogs, food reviews never went viral. So, I moved to the U.S., dreaming of a breakout hit. That's when I stumbled on Widow's Hollow, a forest in Vermont's Green Mountains. Infamous online. Hikers hearing screams, cabins abandoned after unexplained deaths, and a 1950s family, parents and 2 kids who vanished from a cabin, leaving blood stains and a child's shoe. Locals called it the hollow that breathes. I saw a chance for Mr.QV Horror. Spend a night alone in the oldest cabin. Film everything. And prove the ghost stories were nonsense. The locals warned me. Lock the door, but it won't stop what's inside. I laughed, thinking it was just old tales. I was so wrong. It was a bitter November evening, the sky heavy with clouds that swallowed the stars. I drove to Widow's Hollow, the road twisting through trees so dense they seemed to lean inward, their branches scraping my car like claws. At a gas station, an old man stared when I mentioned the cabin. "Don't sleep there," he whispered. "It's never empty." I shrugged it off, parked at the trailhead, and hiked 3 miles to the cabin, a crumbling wooden shack in a clearing. Its roof sagging, its windows cracked, the porch groaning under my weight. The air was thick, smelling of wet earth and something sour, like decay. I set up my Gear GoPro, motion sensor camera, audio recorder, thermal imager, and a heavy padlock for the door. "What's up, Horror Squad?" I said, filming, my voice echoing in the silence. Mr.QV here. Live from Widow's Hollow. About to sleep solo in this haunted cabin. Can I survive till dawn? Let's find out. The forest was dead quiet. No birds. No wind. Like it was watching. If you're already hooked. Share this video with a friend who loves a scare. Let's spread the fear. The cabin was a tomb. The walls were warped, etched with faint scratches, like nails had clawed them. The floorboards creaked, stained with a dark, irregular patch under the single bed. Its mattress thin and moldy. A cold fireplace sat in the corner, ash scattered, untouched for years. A cracked mirror hung on the wall, its glass cloudy, distorting my reflection. I locked the door, double-checked the padlock, and bolted the windows. Their frames warped, letting in slivers of cold air. My motion sensor was quiet. The thermal imager showing nothing but the room's chill. I filmed a tour, joking. No ghosts yet. Horror squad. But this place feels like it's got eyes. By 9 p.m., I lit a small lantern. Its glow weak, and crawled into my sleeping bag, the bed groaning under me. The silence was suffocating, broken only by my own breathing. I left the GoPro running, pointed at the room, and the audio recorder on the floor, hoping for EVP. Sleep came hard, the air heavy, like a weight on my chest. Around midnight, I woke to a faint sound, a soft thump, like something small falling. I grabbed my flashlight, heart racing, and scanned the room. Empty. The door was locked. Windows secure. Cameras still. The motion sensor hadn't triggered, but the thermal imager showed a cold spot near the bed, sharper than the room's chill. Just settling wood, I muttered, filming, but my voice shook. I checked the GoPro, nothing but me, stirring in my sleep. The thumping came again, now from the ceiling, slow, like footsteps in an attic that didn't exist. I lay back down, clutching my pocket knife, telling myself it was the forest playing tricks. The air grew colder, my breath visible, the lantern flickering though its battery was fresh. If you're feeling the creep, hit that like button. This is just the start. At 3 Ma'am, it happened. I jolted awake, frozen, my skin prickling. A sound, unmistakable, came from beside my pillow. Breathing, slow and ragged, wet, like it came from a throat full of water. It was so close I felt a chill on my cheek, like an exhale. My heart hammered, but I didn't move, terrified to look. "Who's there?" I whispered, voice barely audible. No answer, but the breathing continued, deeper, almost deliberate. Inching closer, I grabbed my flashlight, hands shaking, and swept the room. Nothing. The door was locked, the padlock untouched, windows bolted. The breathing stopped, but the air was thick, like something was still there, pressing against me. I checked the GoPro blank. Just me, wide-eyed in the dark, the audio recorder. Though, caught it. Raspy, uneven breaths. Not mine. Layered over my whispers. With a faint murmur. Stay. I stayed awake. Knife in hand. Every creak a threat. Around 4 a.m. I noticed something new. A small, carved symbol on the bed frame. A circle with a slashed eye. Rough. Like it was freshly etched. It wasn't there when I arrived. The lantern dimmed. Its light swallowed by the dark. The stain on the floor seemed to shift. Its edges wetter. Spreading toward the bed. Footsteps sounded outside. Heavy. Circling the cabin. But the motion sensor stayed silent. I yelled, "Get out!" The breathing returned, now from the mirror, where my reflection looked wrong paler, my eyes too dark, my mouth twitching into a smile I didn't make. The GoPro glitched, its screen showing a shadow tall, blurred, leaning over the bed. Its head tilted. Featureless. I couldn't see it with my eyes. Only on the camera. The cabin turned hostile. At 5 a.m. The thermal imager spiked, showing a humanoid shape in the corner, colder than the room. Moving toward me, the breathing became a whisper. My name, Mr. Hiss-like. Echoing from the walls. The mirror rattled. My reflection now standing when I was sitting. Its hands pressed against the glass. Clawing. I grabbed my gear, but the door wouldn't budge. The padlock frozen. Like something held it. The shadow on the GoPro sharpened a figure. Gray. Eyeless, its mouth a jagged tear. Reaching, the stain on the floor pulsed, like a heartbeat. Red liquid seeping from its edges. I screamed, kicking the door, which burst open, the padlock snapping. I ran into the forest, branches tearing my skin, the whispers chasing me. The breathing now in my skull, saying, "You're mine." The forest was a labyrinth. Paths twisted. Trees marked with the slashed eye symbol, glowing faintly, like they were alive. The ground felt soft, sinking under my feet, roots coiling like fingers. I heard laughter low. Guttural, not human mixing with the breathing. Following me. My flashlight died, leaving only moonlight. But the shadows moved, forming shapes tall, eyeless, gliding. I stumbled on a rusted child's toy. A tin car, half buried, its paint flaking. Marked with the same symbol, the whispers grew louder. "Stay! Stay!" I ran, tripping. The forest looping. The cabin's silhouette reappearing through the trees. Its windows now glowing red. Dawn broke, and I collapsed on a logging road. The whispers fading. The breathing silent. A hunter found me, muttering about gray faces. My hands scratched raw. My gear intact, but the GoPro's lens cracked. The cops searched this cabin, nothing but dust. No stain. No symbol. No toy. They called it exhaustion. Said I imagined it, My GoPro footage is corrupted. Hours of static, but 3 frames survived. Me, asleep, with a gray figure crouched beside me, its mouth open, the mirror showing my reflection smiling alone, and the cabin's exterior, its windows dark, reflecting a child's face, eyeless, pressed against the glass. The audio recorder caught breathing, whispers, and a child's voice. Don't leave me. I'm Mr.QV, back in the city. But Widow's Hollow hasn't let go. I dream of that figure. Its jagged mouth. Its cold breath. My GoPro turns on at 3 a.m. Oh. Recording shadows that crawl across my walls. The slashed eye symbol appeared on my apartment door, carved overnight. I found the tin car in my bag, though I never picked it up. Widow's Hollow wasn't empty, it was alive. And it's still breathing beside me. If this story made your heart stop, smash that like button and share it. Who's brave enough to watch at midnight? Comment. Ever woken up to a sound you couldn't explain? Like something was too close. I need your stories. Horror Squad. Subscribe to Mr.QV Horror for more true terrors in Whispers by the Campfire, Season of Fear. Every week. Don't sleep in Widow's Hollow. Fade to black. A faint whisper. It's still breathing.